Hi students, today we are going to study a very important topic, that is transcription. What is transcription? It is the process of copying the genetic information stored in one of the strands of the DNA into mRNA. Here the process of transcription also follows the complementarity. And you know, in the case of replication, once the DNA start replication, the entire DNA get duplicated. But here in transcription, a small segment of the DNA undergo copying or transcription. And one of the strands of the DNA get copied, not both the strands. Why not both the strands of the DNA are not copied? Because of two reasons. First reason, if both the strands are copied, RNA with two different sequences will be formed. These different sequences will code for different amino acids. These different amino acids will produce different proteins. That will interfere the information transfer machinery. Moreover, if two RNAs are produced, being complementary to each other, it will join to form a double-stranded RNA. This double-stranded RNA cannot perform the process of translation, means it cannot produce protein. So again it will interfere the machinery. Because of these two reasons, only one of the strands of the DNA get copied. Okay. Now let us check which are the different parts of a transcription unit. The transcription unit consists of promoter, structural gene and a terminator. Okay. There is an enzyme called RNA polymerase which catalyzes this process. But here this enzyme depends on DNA strand. So it is known as DNA dependent RNA polymerase. Like the enzyme that helps in DNA replication, here also the enzyme works only in one direction. It can catalyze only in one direction, that is 5'3' direction. Okay, so here one of the strands of the DNA acts as the template strand and the other strand acts as the coding strand. Let us look. Suppose this is one strand having the polarity 3'5', and this is the other strand having the polarity 5'3'. I told you RNA polymerase enzyme can work only in one direction, that is 5'3'. So the strand with 3'5' polarity acts as the template for RNA synthesis. So this strand is known as the template strand. Okay, having the polarity 3'5'. But the opposite strand having the polarity 5'3'. It does not code for anything, but its sequence is same as that of RNA. But thymine is present in place of uracil, and this strand is known as the coding strand. And remember, it does not code for anything, but all references are made according to the coding strand. Okay, so template strand has the polarity 3'5', and coding strand has the polarity 5'3'. So there are two more parts I told, that is promoter and terminator. The promoter is present. This is the promoter. This promoter is present at the 5' end of the structural gene. Okay, coding strand. So here the promoter is located at the 5' end. and at the 3' end, the reference is made according to the coding strand. So, the terminator is present at the 3' end of the coding strand. This is the terminator. Okay. This promoter initiates the process of transcription and terminator ends the process of transcription. RNA polymerase enzyme binds at promoter and the process of transcription begins. When it reaches the terminator region, the process gets stopped. Okay? And how can you define a gene? You know, it is the unit of heredity. And the segment of DNA which codes for a polypeptide is known as cistrone. Okay, and in eukaryote it is monocistronic because a single gene codes for a single protein. But in prokaryotes it is polycistronic because the same RNA codes for many proteins. Polycistronic. And in eukaryotes, the structural gene contains two types of sequences. Some sequences which are expressed, these sequences are present in the mature processed RNA also. These are known as exons. Whereas the other sequences which are not expressed, which are not present in the mature RNA, these are known as the introns. So, in the case of eukaryotes, you can see two types of sequences, exons and introns. Okay, that is the case of the transcriptional unit. Now we can study the different types of RNAs and transcription in prokaryotes. In bacteria, there are 3 different types of RNAs. All the 3 types of RNAs are necessary for protein synthesis. The 3 types of RNAs are mRNA, tRNA and rRNA. mRNA, its role is to provide the template. Okay, and the tRNA, it brings the amino acid as well as it reads the genetic code. And rRNA, it has structural and catalytic function. So there is a clear-cut division of labor among these different RNAs. All the 3 RNAs work together and bring about the function. And the process of transcription in prokaryotes include 3 different steps. The first step is initiation, the second step is elongation, and the last step is termination. We can study one by one. There is an enzyme, RNA polymerase, which helps in this process. There is only one RNA polymerase for initiation, elongation and termination. So in the first step, when the RNA polymerase enzyme binds to the promoter region, the process begins. That is known as initiation. Okay? And in the second step, that is elongation, ribonucleoside triphosphates, according to the rule of complementarity, using the template strand, a new RNA strand will be synthesized. That is elongation. It also to open the helix. Okay, and it elongates the process. That is the second step. A small stretch of the RNA is attached to the enzyme. When it reaches the last part, that is the terminator region, the entire process of transcription gets stopped. As a result, the newly synthesized RNA as well as the RNA polymerase enzyme fall off separately. Okay, clear? These are the 3 steps of transcription: initiation, elongation and termination. Now you may think, is this single RNA polymerase is able to catalyze all these processes? Initiation, elongation and termination? Here 2 more factors are there, because this enzyme can only catalyze the process. Here the 2 factors are sigma factor and rho factor. Sigma factor helps in initiation and rho factor helps in termination. Okay, so by the action of all these, the process of transcription will happen. That is all about the transcription in prokaryotes. In the next class, we can study transcription in eukaryotes. Thank you.